What up? What up? What up? We are here. I'm sharing out the link right now to various social medias.
Oh my god.
Oh, we got to turn that down.
Echo. Okay.
Right. There's the chat. Whoop whoop. Little Taffy.
Hello, beautiful.
What up, Bartle Boston Dead Guy Gaming? Probably Kiefer there. What up, Papa? What up, Static Mob? We getting the chat already popping.
Yes, popping.
Link in comments.
My lip gloss.
Share the link. Share that link out there if you feel like it. I'm doing that right now on Facebook. Live now on the tubes. Link in comments.
Little Ninja. Whoopie whoopie doop doop with a side of whoop sandwiches.
All right.
Thanks for ordering Whoop King. Hello! Look at Shiny One's in here. I told her we was coming on here.
That's what's up. Shouts out to Look at Shiny One. Love y'all. Love all y'all. Whoop whoop to all of y'all. Thank you again for the 60/40.
Bless.
Live.
Oh, what up, Jarman?
Now on the tubes. What up, Jarman? On the tubes. Link
welcome, everybody.
Bayou.
Down by the bayou.
Okay. Just put that on Instagram.
Hello, Whoopconda.
Whoopconda in the place to be. How's everybody doing? Oh, we hit 1,101 followers on Instagram. I just noticed. That's dope. Thank you. Keep on following my shit. Humble Among on everything. We are at Humble Among on everything.
Yeah, what email can I send you the Gotcha video outside the stunt show?
Oh, shit. At humbleamong@gmail. Shackleford, yeah. Humbleamong@gmail. Shouts out to Christian, too. Christian apparently got some lit-ass video of that shit. Oh, Taffy and Whoopconda, I just saw y'all had a fucking post.
I already commented on it. You're late.
It went and disappeared on me right when I fucking...
I already commented on it and said my bestie, so...
Hold on. I'm gonna have to find... God damn, I hate Instagram. What a shitty fucking... Yo, fuck this. Okay, I'm gonna have to find that shit later. That shit was adorable, though, Little Taffy. At Little Taffy on Instagram. Little Ninja already got the shit in the Discord, but it's doing that weird thing again where it's showing the previous live stream. I don't know why it does that title thing. It's almost like I see that it shows the previous title. That's when we did that emergency,
awkward.
that last emergency stream we did for Bloody Sunday show. Fucking weird.
He says stop Instagram hate.
Stop me? Stop hating on Instagram? Never.
But is he gonna stop Instagramming? Never.
Oh, I get it because of my whole the end racism and sexism and homophobia. Yeah. By the way, I love this this meme. That's why I'm starting with this as the starting image for today.
It looks cute. And
we're gonna
smoke a blizzy. Oh.
No, we're doing things off camera. Damn it! You ruined the gimmick.
Oh.
Psh. Psh. But yeah, I guess we're smoking a blizzy off camera. All right, well, gimmick's ruined now. I might as well just hello. How's everybody doing? Yeah, Humble Among Broadcast System 51 is now underway. Welcome. Sorry for the delays, the constant delays. I've been on fucking overtime this whole last week, and it's been dragging me ragged.
You've been sleepy.
I've been very sleepy. I only feel like I caught up with sleep this weekend. And at the same time, we did a show a week ago that went off really well. I'm going to talk about that a little bit. Because I don't think we had a chance to talk about that here on stream.
Yep.
So let's break that down a little bit. So a week ago... Oh, and I've been working on Halloween Tape 5. That's the other thing that's been the holdup with getting another Humble Among Broadcast System out to y'all. But here we are. Hi, how you doing? But yeah, last Saturday, a week ago yesterday, I did my first show ever. Let's bring it full screen. I did my first show ever in Burlington. Burlington, Vermont. Been making rap music in Vermont.
Taffy!
What's up, Taffy?
She just sent me.
Oh, adorable pictures we took.
Oh, that's really cute.
Show them to the camera if you want. Some
All right,
adorable
Cam.
pictures.
Yeah, okay, hold on.
What up, Malachi Odinson, new, I think the newest member of the Alienated. Thank you for joining the Alienated. Thank you to everybody who joins the Alienated, by the way. Much appreciated. Look, a shiny one, another member of the Alienated. Maybe one of the longest, other than Stony, supporters.
There we go.
Yeah, look at us.
Go. So cute, guys.
We aren't going to Hallowicked. It does not look like we're going to Hallowicked. I can't afford that shit financially or vacation-wise because I'm going to Canada. I'm going to be performing in Canada October 13th and 15th. So come check us out in Toronto and Ottawa. Toronto on the 13th, Ottawa on the 15th.
Bring me poutine.
I have to use work vacation time to do these shows. That's going to kill all my vacation time. I'm not going to have any time left for Hallowicked, which is a bummer. Unless I figure out a way to take unpaid time and straight up just go unpaid. I don't know. Financially, I don't know if that is really a smart decision on my end. But, yeah, it really fucking bums me out. I probably won't be able to make it to Hallowicked because I was definitely planning on going to Hallowicked. But it's just not going to happen. But yeah, this show that we did this past Saturday, goddamn. So first ever show in Burlington.
It was lit.
Shouts out to Junie the Junie the Wiccan, for letting a wicked shit motherfucker like me and my homie Kosuke come out and kick the shit. So let me just break this whole thing down because this was a fun day. I'm gonna put this out for a little bit, and so I can talk and focus. This was a really dope day. This was a straight up really dope day. So the homie Kosuke showed up, and we straight up went down. We went down our set list again for another time. We did our rehearsal thing. We packed up, and we went up to Burlington. Now, I've never performed ever in Burlington before. It's probably the biggest city in Vermont. It's a big college town. It has a pretty good rap scene. Now, let me talk to you guys a little bit about the Vermont rap scene, though. A lot of it is very true school, keep it real, old head rap. And I think that's me being kind of polite about the way I'm putting that. That's one of the reasons that a Juggalo weirdo motherfucker like me has never gotten a show up in Burlington because they definitely look down on the kind of rap music that I do. Even though we kill that shit, and we did kill that shit. Let me tell you, we went in there, right? And I got to give much love to Junie the Wiccan for letting us perform because it was fucking so dope he let us do this. We went in there and it was sound check, right? It was only a couple of people milling about really. And I'm like, I hope this thing fills in. So I get up to do my sound check shit and I do the song The Forest. Now, as soon as I did The Forest, that shit got electric in the air. It was straight up electric in that room. I don't think I'm just capping and patting myself on the back. I got people's attention. The energy in the room changed as soon as I did that song. And then Kosuke did Terry Funk, and I was helping him with that, and we were fucking rocking the shit. And basically it was a preview of like, this is what was about to go down. Now you can see the whole set we did on my YouTube channel. It's a few videos back. Humble Among and Kosuke live in Burlington, live at Orlando's, whatever the hell I called it. We have pretty much the whole set. Now, I gotta give much love to the DJ. Do you remember the DJ's name?
I don't fucking remember.
Shouts out to the DJ.
He was fucking dope.
He was doing some dubstep shit that got Emily going on the dance floor, even before the rap shit.
I danced my fucking ass off.
So Emily got some of her dubstep vibes in. This was really a fucking dope show, though. So we opened up the show because Junie does not know what to expect from us at this point because I think, he thinks of a Juggalo rapper as being a certain thing. He doesn't really realize that I go as hard as I fucking go. So this shit was fucking awesome, you guys. So we said that was my favorite part of the video is Emily getting live as hell. Yeah, I have some more footage of that she won't kind of let me share. It's some funny shit, her going hard to the dubs. No. But this is so this is basically how it went down. We did our set. We always do that kind of this back and forth thing. You can see the whole set. Emily actually handed my phone off to a stranger. She offered. I was saying that I never get to enjoy your shows because I'm always filming. And so, like, I never get a chance to, like, actually enjoy it. And she was like, I'll videotape if you want. She seemed like a very sweet girl. So I was like, bitch, do that shit.
So I could
So
actually.
she did that shit, and you can actually kind of hear the exchange on camera. I think I kept that in,
That's
like
cool.
the whole like, oh, thank you. So anyway, they actually was a really dope perspective to have a stranger film it, I think, and it came out really raw and dope. Check that show out. More Humble Among shows are coming. Like I said, we're going to Canada. Let me talk to you guys about the next show I'm doing though. This is next weekend. What is it, motherfucking? What is it? September
3rd.
Yeah, September 3rd on the Railroad stage. So here's the full lineup, but what you really need to pay attention to is the Railroad Square. This is where I will be at 5:15. Humble Among and Kosuke. It doesn't say Kosuke, but it will be Humble Among and Kosuke set again. This is a bigger stage for me. Oh, hey, Razel, congratulations being a member of the Alienated for 2 months. That is what's up. Shouts out to Razel. Thank you, as always, for any subscriber to the Humble Among broadcast system, but especially to the Alienated. Y'all help me make a little scratch off of this. Y'all help encourage me to do this more. So this is where you will see Humble Among perform the next time live, September 3rd. Come on out if you are in the Keene, New Hampshire area. This is a free event. A lot of local musician type gimmicks. I'm the only rapper on this shit. This is the second year in a row I'm the only rapper on this shit. The only reason I have this booked is because I've complained about them booking no rap music. So what happens when you complain about something? They book you. So that shit's fresh as shit, nonetheless.
Jocelyn and Michael. Just all.
Oh my
around.
God, we got a lot of
boom,
homies.
boom,
We got a
boom,
lot of
boom.
homies chilling in the chat.
We love you
Love you
so
all.
much, Jocelyn. Oh, my little pregnant baby.
It's so dope. Everybody's chilling. What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? But yeah, so that's the next Humble Among gimmick that's going down. But yeah, so this show in Burlington though, I got sidetracked talking about the next show. It went really good. Like I said, you can watch the whole thing. We got mad love. I think people just didn't know what to expect from us, and I knew that this would be a show where I changed some people's opinions of me, and I definitely did that. And we're gonna be we're already getting cloacas in the motherfucking chat. Yeah, of course, the cloaca king up in this bitch. I'm really excited to do more shows with Junie though. Junie basically told us that we were going to be doing more shows. Oh, and I almost skipped over one of the freshest things. So before the show, we did that sound check shit where we got it really lit even before the show. I go outside to find a place to smoke a blunt. So we we find this little area kind of tucked in between behind a building to sit down, and I roll a blunt, and we're smoking it real quick. And these two guys really go walking by, but this one guy is looking at us as we're smoking towards the end of the blunt, really. And I think I'm the only one even smoking at this point because it's just like the end of the blunt and we're just chilling. I'm just trying to finish the blunt real quick right before we go back in. Guy looks at me, he's like, "Are you smoking weed?"
I thought we were in trouble.
And I'm like, "Yeah," because it's like Vermont, so it's not, even if he's like an undercover, I don't really give a shit. It's just weed in Vermont. I'm like, "Yeah," and he's like, "So I'm going on an airplane tomorrow and I don't want to have this with me, so here, take this." And he gives me a little gift. Actually, I got it out here.
A sack. A paper sack. Show me those ankles, Razel.
Alright, so he gives me this. He hands me this bag. And inside of it are various weed goodies. These pre-roll boxes and shit were in here. And a tube, another pre-roll. So like 5 pre-roll totals. Like 2 pre-roll blunts, and 2 pre-roll joints, and then 1 big pre-roll joint. This shit just got mad fucking. I hate when it does this. It's because we smoked in here.
You're doing like a magic.
Well, I'm trying to bring the focus, because like the focus does like change if you pull it back. Hey.
You look like
Check out my forehead zits.
Jim
I think
Carrey.
that did fix it this time. But yeah, that was really fucking dope. What about Jim Carrey?
That reminded me of Jim Carrey in Bruce Almighty.
What, the
little thing that you do? No, in Bruce Almighty.
Oh, like there's the powers. Yeah. Like I'm trying to. Maybe I am trying to do that. Fuck. So yeah, the show.
Weed.
We got weed.
Gift.
Oh yeah, and we got paid for the show. That was dope too. This was like a last minute gimmick. Like Junie did this like less than a week in advance. There was no flyer for the show. He put that shit together very last minute, and I ended up getting paid a little bit for it. So shouts out to Junie once again. And more shows coming. I'm really excited to do more performances. Yeah, I'm excited for y'all to hear the new music that we're doing. Now let's get into the meat of things. That's enough humble among bullshit.
Meat and potatoes.
I do have to say congrats to Jocelyn and Trey. Jocelyn is in here.
Yeah, she has my nephew.
Congratulations. It's a boy. I'll just go ahead and say it's a boy. Because we kind of talked about it last night on Stoney's stream. Shouts out to Stoney Low, Gather.network too, for having me on for a big chunk of his stream and letting me just be a big goofball
and a good game
in
of
bed.
Fuck, Marry, Kill.
Yeah, and just letting us just have a good time. I'll drop that link in the description too, by the way, if y'all want to see that. That was literally last night, and that was a really fun stream.
Yeah, it is an Eric. It's a baby Eric.
Named after
you, Whoop, Ouija, and
Ghostmane. And I feel like there was another Eric.
Wait.
You said Whoop.
Whoop, you, Ouija, Ghostmane.
Eric Gang. Named after a whole gang of Erics. That's what's up.
I think that's it.
Talked about performing in Burlington. Oh, Odious has a new album. The homie Odious has a new album.
And her uncle.
Anti-Nazi Entertainment. Go give Odious's new album some love. That's the homie. I haven't even had a chance to listen to that shit yet, but I've heard songs from it, I know. And that shit is hard as fuck. Odious is one of my best friends in this music shit. And he's going hard as fuck right now, so I wanted to give him some love on this music shit. Now let's go down the chat notes here. Talked about Key Music Fest. Let's talk about Canada. I got to get off my other show shit. So we're back to Humble Among Broadcast System. Here's the flyers of the Canadian shows while we were talking about them. Noise 13. I don't know how to say that other homie's name. Humble Among Kosuke and maybe? Maiev? My apologies to the other gentlemen or ladies that I'm performing with, or the non-gendered individuals. I don't know. I'm just a crazy old head in this bitch. Maiev, is that it?
It's
gotta be. We need Humble Among in Pittsburgh for sure. I would love to play Pittsburgh, dog. One of my biggest influences is Grand Buffet, Giggles. Do you know about Grand Buffet? If you're in Pittsburgh, you might know about a rap group called Grand Buffet. Straight up, one of my biggest influences. I fucking love Grand Buffet.
What up, Spooky?
What up, Spooky in the Ha? Spooky in the Ha. All right. What was I on about? Getting mad distracted.
Canada.
Oh yeah, the other Canadian show. Let's talk about the other one. So this is the Piston Bar in Toronto, and then the next 2 nights later, we're at Cafe de Coff, and this is Ottawa. I think it's the same lineup for both shows, and there's some more shows bubbling. Hopefully that'll come out of these shows. I can't really talk about it yet, but there's some other shit bubbling that's gonna be exciting. Hopefully I can announce some of that shit soon. But yeah, more touring opportunities are coming out of this shit. This shit is growing, and I think what's gonna be really fresh for y'all, and for me too, obviously, is y'all gonna see little old me grow into being a bigger artist in this underground shit, straight up, because it's things are growing, and it's gonna be a weird perspective of it, because I don't know if a streamer has ever really has anyone ever really done something like this before? I'm not quite sure, because I'm very on a low level straight up right now, but the momentum is growing, and I think this is going to be an interesting thing to document.
Oh, we miss
anyway,
you too, Whoop Conda.
I miss all of y'all.
I miss you guys so much.
Yeah, let me navigate the notes some more. Oh yeah, and hit me up to book more shows, by the way. Let me keep promoting myself. So we've been watching a lot of Bar Rescue. I don't know how else to
constantly.
I don't know how else to say
that's
this.
Pretty much all we've been watching.
In between me recording shit and and I did upload. Let me talk about this. I uploaded all the footage for the Gathering doc too.
Yeah.
That's something else I did this past week. 91 gigabytes between my 2 iPhones that I shot on. 91 gigabytes. I think last year I said it was 50 something. This year, 91. So there's a lot more footage this year. I don't know how I'm going to edit this, because I do want to release it unedited. God, this fucking... Here, check out the forehead some more, huh? Ooh.
Look at my greasy 7-Eleven
It's because
skin.
we're smoking in here. It's getting...
Oh, there we go. I fixed it.
And what does he do? He lights it again. So yeah,
Gathering
the Gathering
Vegas.
documentary is going to be massive, but I need to figure out a way to edit it because I might have to parse it out into what is going to be the movie and what has to be their own clips. It's gonna be dope nonetheless. The stuff that I got is so fucking fresh. I got so much magic.
Papa said John Taffer knows how to handle problem bar owners with a very Juggalo approach.
What, just yelling? John, what's our favorite? Let's talk a little bit about Tapper though. Taffer.
Taffer, Taffy,
old Taff,
Tafferty.
old Taff. So John Taffer is the host of Bar Rescue. They say that John Taffer has all this experience with other bars, right?
800.
We can't find much information about what these other bars are. I find it a little suspicious.
He does have the Taffer's Tavern, which I want to go to. Their menu looks lit.
One of my favorite things about Bar Rescue, though, is how he comes off. He wants to be edited, I guess, as a tough guy in a lot of ways. Like he's almost this mafia dude. He's the music changes into like horror movie music when he like walks in the room. But he also just sort of shows up and fucking he just sort of shows up and fucking peeps out the scenario and he's just like, yeah, doing a good job, okay, you making drinks, all right, and then he's fucking out. I love how
Papa said he was quite the bouncer.
John Taffer knows just how to handle. Really? Experience here in Chicago, he was quite the bouncer. Interesting. We were trying to find any info on what his history is with bars, and we couldn't find much.
That's how deep we're into this bar.
Yeah, I want to know more. What are we saying about Darby? Some about Darby. We're going to be talking some about Darby here in a little bit. You're going to have to do the documentary, do the unedited version, but do day by day. Yeah, I'm thinking I might have to do a day by day thing, but I'm not going to have I need to make sure it can fit on one disc. Maybe 2 discs. I might can do a thing where it's 2 discs and have the main movie on one and then the fresh extras on the second disc. That's kind of what I'm thinking I might have to do now. Divide it into episodes and have the unedits for members. Yeah, that is another thing I can do. But I do want to put the edited version up in that one big massive movie though for the masses, the way that I would have released it anyway. We're going to talk about getting Darby to open for Bloody Sunday. That's definitely something we're going to talk about here tonight. That's definitely something we're pushing for over here at Humble Among Broadcast System. I tweeted out about that. I put it in my stories the other day. I feel like we got to get Darby up on that bitch. It needs to happen. Excuse me, by the way. What I would do is I would do 2 discs, but save on space, because if you got 100 GB on disc, you're gonna degrade the quality of the actual footage. That's what I'm saying too, Heartbreaker. I don't want to I can fit a whole bunch of shit on a Blu-ray technically. Oh, Cherry Pie just finished their first live. Holy shit, I'm gonna have to go check that out. Darby O'Trill, motherfucking Darby is in the chat.
Hey.
Thank you for tuning in, Darby. I appreciate you keeping that real wicked shit alive, man. That's one of the things I need to drop straight up is Darby's interview. Darby and Dev's interview. That needs to be one of the things I drop, because the stuff he's talking about is stuff that's going to be relevant before I probably get the full fucking movie out. Darby's the motherfucking shit. Darby is the man. I can't wait for the Tomb. We're going to be talking about the Tomb here in a little bit. And getting Darby on that motherfucking Bloody Sunday show, because that needs to happen. Anyway, let's get back into these notes. Where the fuck are we?
You haven't gone to your phone for your notes.
I know, I've been doing better. I'm remembering. There's a new Hellraiser movie coming to Hulu. I did see that. Will it be good?
Oh,
the last few Hellraiser movies have been straight ass, from my understanding.
Nobody Man just joined the Alienated.
That's what's up. Thank you for joining Nobody Man. I really appreciate all the support that y'all give me through the Alienated. It's only a $3 little gimmick, but it fucking helps out tremendously. So I've not seen these trash ass Hellraiser movies. I need to. Honestly, my appreciation for fucking Hellraiser has only come in the last few years, watching Joe Bob's version or presentations of them on the last drive-in and shit. And man, I've been sleeping. I've been fucking sleeping on Hellraiser. But my understanding is they get really fucking bad. Like 3 is a pretty big downgrade. 2 is fucking fresh as shit, but 3 is a pretty big downgrade and it goes real downhill fucking steep. But I like bad horror movies. So my question is to y'all out there who have seen the other Hellraisers, let me know either in the chat or in the comments, should I see the shitty Hellraiser movies? Because I'm curious what they're going to do with this new Hellraiser. And by the way, I think is this the female Pinhead one? Is this the one that they're doing the female Pinhead? Hellraiser 1 and 2 are a couple of the realest. Hellraiser 1 and 2 are the ones, from my understanding, really the only ones worth fucking with. The last Hellraiser I liked a lot. A few before that are kind of garbage. The new one is gender swapped Hellraiser, so I don't know about that. That's what I thought. I'm curious what they're gonna fucking do with it, because Hellraiser is like I said, I slept on that for so fucking long, and I feel real guilty about that. Anyway, Hellraiser coming to Hulu. Also coming to Hulu, I saw ads for the Weird Al movie, which I'm a big Weird Al mark as well. What a transition. But I fucking can't wait for this Weird Al movie. Daniel Radcliffe playing Weird Al. I can't fucking wait. R.A. the Rugged Man asking what he should do next. He made a post asking, should he do a book, a movie, or a new album? Now, I'm only talking about this because I think R.A. the Rugged Man should definitely either do a book or a movie. He will eventually put out a fucking album, but it took this dude a long time to do a new album anyway. I would love a fucking hip-hop book. Just an autobiography from R.A. the Rugged Man. Talking about all that shit, talking about the Crustified Dibs era, all that shit. That would be fresh as shit. Or R.A. the Rugged Man directed horror movie. I would be fucking down with that, because that dude's a horror head. He's a cinema head. I just wanted to bring that up so randomly and quick. That's really all I have to say about the R.A. the Rugged Man thing. Let's get an R.A. the Rugged Man book or movie though. Project Born is on Monstar Entertainment. Announced at Lights Out 5, and also Buckshot was in the house. And Light and Buckshot were wearing like each other's jerseys. Buckshot wearing a Monstar Entertainment jersey, and Light wearing a Mob Style jersey. Is this some sort of working relationship? Oh, purely speculation. Let's put it out there into the Juggalodium. Let's see. Oh yeah, Trailer Park Tears. Let's talk about Trailer Park Tears, because this is I feel like we talked about this on the last one though, right?
We did talk about it, because I said that I had a feeling that it was inspired, or it was a tribute to King Park, but we didn't know for sure at the time. But since then, I have asked Strife directly if it was, and he said, hell yeah.
He confirmed it was.
He confirmed it.
And we did talk about that on the last one. But since then, Trailer Park Tears music video has dropped, so go give that some love. That Darby's on that shit as well. But yeah, shouts out to Emily for having the knowledge on this shit, because I would have never known that shit. I just straight up would have not known that shit. I would have only known like the sort of sideways ICP references that Darby is making on that shit. That's the only shit that
Scene Kid forever
that I would get. Let me go to the images here. Once again, Humble Among coming to Canada. Let's talk about these shirts. I did get the images on here for the shirts that we're looking for. So this is the pink.
I want this fucking shirt, guys.
This is the pink one that Emily is dying for. That was at the gathering that we missed the opportunity to get. In a large or a medium?
Between a medium and an XL.
So she's trying to get that. If
I'll take a 2X.
We're trying to buy this shit. We're not asking for this shit. We're not begging for this shit. We're trying to buy these on the Juggalo aftermarket, if you will.
Yeah.
And the ones that I'm looking for is that Violent J green hair one, and the one next to it with Violent J and all this paranormal shit. Now this is actually from my footage. This image. This is from when I scanned the merch booth, which proves that I was fucking definitely sleeping on that motherfucking shirt, because it was there the day before or whatever that I fucking noticed it. So yeah, trying to get those 2 green Violent J shirts, the green hair Violent J shit, but more specifically, I really want that paranormal one with the UFOs, the Sasquatch, the alien boy. I want that shit so bad. I want to talk about this real quick. This is a fucking dope promotion that JID is doing, or JID, I think it's JID, is how you say this motherfucker's name, for his new album. He got his album in a car, and you just gotta find the damn car and get in that shit, and you can listen to his album. I think that's fresh as shit. I just wanted to talk about
dope.
that. I think that's really dope. That's a really dope promotional tactic. It makes me think of that time that, like, didn't Wheezy, didn't Lil Wayne get his fucking shit stolen, like, and there was like a Carter 5 or a Carter 4 version in the CD player?
I don't know.
Isn't there a fucking story about that? Oh, something. I think I'm misremembering two different stories. Anyway, I want to talk about this real quick. Channel 5, which is one of my favorite YouTubers, Andrew. Shouts out to Andrew. What's his motherfucking last name? Oh, look up that dude's last name real quick. But Andrew from Channel 5, used to be All Gas No Brakes, is going on tour. Now, I'm only talking about this because I'm trying to fucking open for that Burlington, Vermont date. I don't know if y'all see that, but in December, he's coming to Burlington, Vermont. I would fucking love to open for that shit because Callahan. It's on the fucking flyer. I'm an idiot. It says right there, Andrew Callahan. Anyway, I just want to give some quick promo to this because I think this will be a really fucking dope event. Andrew's the shit, doing really important work for YouTube. Shouts out to JPC. I see you in the motherfucking chat. Shouts out to the Alienated. They talking about Hallowicked being $100. Hallowicked definitely will be $100. That's the new standard, I feel like, for ICP shows. $100 Hallowicked. Okay.
Oh no.
Let's have some fun. Now, I did get Trailer Park's impressions sent to me. And I did make a little video sort of gimmick that I think I might still give y'all the if you remember the Alienated, I think I'm gonna upload it. It's pretty fucking hilarious. I did almost not animation, but I did some visual stuff with the stuff that he was talking about.
Funny.
Just a really quick edit. I might try to soup up the edit a little bit more with some different pictures and shit. But I think I might just give you guys the raw thing that I did, just as something fun between me and Trailer Park. I literally only sent it to Trailer Park just to make him laugh. I was just trying to make the homie laugh. But anyway, this is the new segment. I'm gonna smoke a little bit of this to get in the vibe for Kevin, because we got to get high for Kev. This is the new segment where I read Kevin Nash social, and now it's not just Instagram, by the way. I got a Twitter post that I'm gonna read for y'all, because now I'm looking at his Twitter. Humble Among Reads, Kevin Nash post as Kevin Nash. Okay, here we go. Hey, okay. Come on. At the Godfather and Ron Simmons hanging out with some old tall cat. What is that? Does that really say old tall cat?
Yeah, it does.
I did not read this. Okay, that doesn't even make sense to me. Okay, here we go. At the Godfather and Ron Simmons. I love that he didn't at Ron Simmons. Did he not? Does Ron Simmons not have an Instagram? It's already getting me. At the Godfather and Ron Simmons hanging out with some old tall cat this weekend. Great to catch up. Two of the best fuckers in the business. Never see either without a smile. Now I have to say, Trailer Park Cinderella really does a fucking better Kevin Nash than me. I really gotta play y'all some of his fucking shit. Okay, this is the one I was really having some fun with. They say, live in the moment. At 63, that's all that's left. Accomplished everything I dreamed of. Now it's to live in the moments that come my way. Shoulder, let me push a little weight today on inclines. I can see the satisfaction in my eyes in this moment. Come on, y'all. How fucking deep is that? Come on, y'all. By the way, shouts out to Big Kev. He does have a strain of weed that he's promoting in the Detroit area.
Dope.
He's gonna be like sort of driving around the Detroit area, and you can meet Big Kev, almost like a weed ice cream man, it looks like. So go check out Big Kev in the Detroit area. Okay, I got one more. This is the Twitter one. I got one more I gotta do for y'all. This one I absolutely love. So if you guys don't know, Big Kev is a big Tupac mark. And I love that. One of my favorite parts about NWO, and especially The Outsiders, is back in the day, watching WCW, you could tell that Big Kev especially had a love and appreciation for hip-hop, and especially West Coast hip-hop for some reason. The way that they would tie their bandanas and shit, especially like Wolfpack era NWO. Anyway, I'm wrestling nerding out here. Okay, here we go. My friend at Melanie Pace 21 saw this in Toronto sneaker shop. Nice to see I'm keeping good company with at 50 Cent. And my all-time favorite, at Tupac. How fresh is it he added Tupac, by the way? I love that. I love that he added Tupac. That shit is so fresh. That shit is so fresh. Anyway, that's Humble Among Reads, Kevin Nash. I need to play y'all the fucking Trailer Park Cinderella.
It's pretty funny.
Tapes, if you will.
I don't know what this guy talks like.
Shouts out to Snaps. Whoop whoop. Don't listen to Heartbreaker's opinion. Is Heartbreaker going off with some wild opinions in here again? Oh, what did I do? Okay, I agree. It is using encrypted information. I agree with you. I think we're talking about Hollow Wicked shit for sure. Rest in peace to Tupac, definitely, like Elliot said. Yeah, we got to take a moment. But Roselle, thank you. We definitely got to take a moment to picture Pac rolling. Let's all do that, please. Let's all take a moment and picture Pac rolling. All right.
That's good.
That was good. Oh, by the way, I'm being so rude. Here's the here, let me make sure. Here you go, chat. There you go. Woo. Pass the blunt to the chat. Now, y'all, make sure y'all make sure
Like, woo.
it's got to go like past the camera.
Lit.
This leg's up for you, Humble Among. Thank you, Izadef. It's nice to see you in here. By the way, Izadef, you want to go see one of those recent unboxing videos I did? We ate some chocolates on that shit that Ulrich sent us. They're really good. Some dark chocolate caramel boys. Yeah, you're gonna want to go check that out. Izadef.
Pretty tasty.
And let me know if you want more mukbangs.
Mukbangs, yeah. A bitch like to eat, so I'm thinking about snacks right now. So.
Okay, let's get out of this Kevin Nash hole. Let's talk about this.
Okay, before we even start,
I have the second picture, by the way.
Thank you.
I do have the second picture.
I need
We're gonna talk about
preface this with ain't no wook hating in this chat. Continue.
Okay. So this happened. This is kind of old news almost at this point because it's been so many days since I did a Humble Among broadcast system. But this image showed up in everybody's social medias, or at least if you're on like the gathering pages and shit, this definitely showed up. Now this looks really bad. This is one of those perspective things. Let me read this to y'all. Hey y'all, someone ripped the tip of the tail off of the dino by our camps sometime last night. This is super not cool. This is how we don't get invited back to cool venues. Please respect the grounds. Now, the perspective of this picture is really bad. It looks insane. It looks like a whole giant chunk of the tail has been ripped off. Now, here's the real picture, right? This is the real perspective and how tiny that this was. This was posted on the Lost Lands Twitter a couple of days after the first one was posted. Now, I think this puts it in perspective for y'all. This reminds me of the Violent J picture, honestly, how they sort of like, it's all about perspective and framing. You know what I mean? It's interesting how you can show something. Humble Among, you're so funny. Love you, bro. I love you too. And thank you for watching. Thank you very much. But yeah, let me read this to y'all. Don't worry, it was just the tip, not the whole thing. Smiley face. Jeez, Lost Lands. Nothing but a little rapey with that. Nothing but love for the Tipper family.
Tipper's the DJ that was playing.
Oh, have a great weekend at Legend Valley. Thank you. See, once again, Emily here to provide some context to me being like the Tipper family, and because then this is how it goes.
Tip of the tail.
Then I go on like, what kind of weird shit is that? The Tipper, like.
Tipper's actually a very fucking dope DJ. If you like
just
wubs,
the tippy.
If you like,
just the tippy.
Is the dino's name Toto? Hey, what up, Toto?
Toto in the place.
What up, Toto? That's my bitch.
Toto probably doesn't know she was part of a fuck, marry, kill last night. Well, she does now.
She does now. And you got married, by the way. Love you forever and ever. Okay.
Shouts out to Stony Stream. I will drop the link for that.
Shout out to Stony marrying Toto.
TPE lagged it, though. Lagged what? We're going to talk about TPE a little bit here in a second.
She said,
"Oh, she's not even offended at all. She's fine."
I love her. That's why she's a bitch.
Ooh, we're gonna talk about that in a little bit. Let me see if that's one of the next things. Yeah, it is. Okay, so we'll talk about that, and then let me do the other one first, so I don't skip things. I've been accidentally skipping a few things in my notes. No, actually, no. We're gonna do the Scythe Gang one, and then we'll talk about So Scythe Gang 666, who was at the gathering of the Juggalos, performing, and I actually met Michael. I was introduced to Michael by Strife when we were walking by their little merch setup there. That was kind of at the crossroads, if you will, when you get down the hill. And Michael was we realized we were peeping Michael's drip the day before because he was rocking the same shit. And I was like, oh shit, we were peeping you out, dude. Like, that gets a really dope outfit. And he's got these crazy teeth. And Strife was basically introducing me to Strife Gang member Michael as
Strife Gang.
Strife Gang, Scythe Gang. So Strife was introducing me to Scythe Gang 666 member Michael Vanson to get him on the Humble Among broadcast system. And I was definitely open to that idea, and we talked a little bit. But yeah, I had to keep moving because I was I think we were going to film something. I don't know. We're constantly fucking moving about that bitch. It's always a rush to try to get. TPE did miss the gathering. That's true. It's always a rush to get around the gathering, though. So I did see that King Zab posted something about getting on to other Juggalo podcasts recently, and I actually reached out to King Zab, and I was trying to get them on Scythe Gang. I was trying to get all of them on. Then I see this, and before I can even really properly reach out about getting them all on, I actually see this. On August 15th, Michael Vanson was released from Scythe Gang 666. We wish him the best in his future endeavors. That's the part where I'm like, damn, they future endeavored him? That's well, on some wrestling shit. That's what WWE does to wrestlers that they let go of. So that's almost like some wrestling shit. I don't know. I thought that was weird that they did that. And it's weird especially because Michael is the singer and the writer of much of these songs. Now, this is signed Maisie 666 and King Zab. Now, I want to show you next is Michael's post about this. I'm leaving Scythe Gang. To be honest, this has been a long time coming. The entire time I've been in this project, I've felt unwelcome. I've tried so hard to be close to the people in it and be a team player for the others in this project, but for the last year, I've been edged out further and further from my own band until it's become an unwelcoming place for me. Now I have no choice but to leave. I'm sorry to everyone that believed in me, especially the ones with Scythe Gang 666 tattoos. I had every intention of seeing this to the end, but unfortunately people have other plans. They're gonna try to replace me soon with someone else. Soon. Just remember who came up with the idea. Remember who came up with the ski mask, the color scheme, and the name, and hand drew the logo with the pens he got from the dollar store, who came up with the playthrough challenges and almost all the content music video ideas for the band. Remember who wrote the songs and who was the one who got electrocuted, drank gas, got hit by cars, and would do anything for the gang. I'm sure the other two will find success in whatever they do next, but as far as I'm concerned, SG is done. And I can't co-sign them taking my ideas and putting someone else in front of them.
Whoa.
And this was also in the comments. This is a comment he left on the same post. This is a pretty dark time for me, and to be honest, I feel like nobody cares or thinks about me at all. This is hands down the loneliest I've ever been in my life. I gave up everything to come out here, and to have everything pulled out from under me is messed up. If you have a moment to leave me a nice message or comment, it would really mean a lot. Let me turn off my face here. I have a lot of anxiety about starting over again. I feel like I always have to restart every 2 years because of some stupid BS. This was the first project of mine to really take off, and it's crushing having to leave right before things pick up. This won't be the last you hear from me. I have a ton of music coming out, and it's the best stuff I've ever worked on. Just be a little patient while I get it wrapped up. Thanks to everyone that still believes in me. I love you guys. So yeah, it's kind of weird. Ooh, very blurry. Very blurry. Kind of a weird situation going on with that. I don't know what's going on with that. If they are going to be continuing as Scythe Gang 666, the other two members, continuing on with Michael's songs, it's definitely a weird situation. I'm definitely still down to have King Zab and Maisie on the show. I would love to have all three of them on. I'm also down to have Michael Vanson on if he's watching this by any chance. I did not reach out to Michael, but I guess this is my way of sort of reaching out to him via this thing. I don't know if he actually sees the Humble Among broadcast system, but I would love to talk to them, and I don't know if they're really down to talk about it like that, but I do know that I believe tonight, I think King Zab and Maisie are on whose show? Don Chaos. I believe tonight. So you might want to tune into Don Chaos's show to check that out. God, it got so blurry because we smoked more in here. Ooh. Hi.
Ooh. Are they?
Ooh.
They're talking about Jeffs, not Jeffs. Jeffs.
Who's Jeff? Who's this Jeff we speak of?
I'm so confused.
Don't be a Jeff. Whatever you do, don't be a Jeff. We're gonna just make it more blurry in this bitch, I guess, if I keep smoking. So, I need to chill with that. Let's see. We are 47 minutes in. Let's see what else I have to talk about. Let's go to the imagery because I was showing y'all new Shaggy the Airhead drops. Dropping for pre-order. I believe these are up now. I did not check the website, but he did tease this earlier in the week. Yeah, go check out these motherfucking designs. Shaggy always coming with some new shit, some new drops. So here's some new stuff that I saw. Now let's talk about some shows, some upcoming Juggalo shows. This is the next one. Lethal Weekend just happened up here yesterday and the day before. Lloyd Banks, Scum, Shaggy Two Dope, DJ Clay, a lot of local openers and shit for sure. I was not there because I needed to budget my time smartly and my funds smartly.
Emma was sick.
And yeah, Emily was not feeling good. And frankly, I'm not trying to support that kind of a setup of a show where they're taking advantage of so many artists. But anyway, that's better, less said about that, the better probably. But let's talk about a pretty fresh event going down September 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, Labor Day weekend. Coming up real soon, coming up this fucking weekend. So we actually did catch up on the vlogs, I should say, for Shaggy and the Creep. And one of those vlogs, if y'all are on the fence about maybe going to the float, one or two of those vlogs I think are set at that campground, right? At least the one where they're on the river. They basically do, I think, the float. They actually do the path or whatever. That's
what he said. He was like, I was like concerned about how it's gonna be. This is basically like we're just gonna go through it.
So yeah, if you're worried about it being super dangerous or something, it's really light rapids. I don't even know if you can call them rapids.
There's a couple areas where it's a little sticky, but
it's not that bad. I think it's worth checking that out. Regardless if you want to go or not. That was actually one of the better new vlogs that they did. I really like that vlog a lot. Yeah. Go to the float though. That's the next Juggalo event that.
I wish we could go to that.
Here's another Jug Jace event that I definitely. Pretty fucking Juggalo heavy event. This is just more horrorcore shit though, than strictly Juggalo. I feel weird calling it Juggalo shit when it's just straight horrorcore shit. But definitely a lot of Juggalo motherfuckers will be in the house for this, and I want to give this some love. This is the weekend and day. This is a 3-day event. God damn. With a lot of motherfucking horrorcore artists on this shit. A lot of talented motherfuckers on this shit, too. Definitely a lot of people I fuck with on here. God damn. Bakelo. We got Cody Manson up there. Class is on there. Damian Quinn. Darby's on there. Donnie Menace on there. Grim Reality Entertainment. That's something that I definitely was aware of recently.
Insane Poetry. Haven't we seen them before?
Insane Poetry is with Scum at Camp Zool. HB the Grizzly. Lex, Lilith the Sinful. That's someone I became aware of via TikTok recently. Light's gonna be there. Michael Lawless gonna be there. Make My Motherfucking Day be there. That's Scum and Insane Poetry. Yeah, there's Scum on there. Sepsis is gonna be there. That's a band from kind of around here. Smalls One.
Darby said he's actually not gonna be.
I actually won't be at Gore Fest. Oh damn, is this an old flyer? Some Humble Among exclusive. Darby O'Trill will not be at Gore Fest. This might be the first flyer or some shit. Goddamn. Well, exclusive from Darby himself in the chat. Darby will not be at Gore Fest. Thank you for noticing that, baby. Oh goddamn. Worm though. I want to give some. And V Sinister is also there. That's a dope old horrorcore act. But yeah, I want to give some love to Worm. Worm is the fucking shit. That's a dope motherfucker right there. I love Worm. Check out some fucking Worm music.
Yeah, he's really fucking.
Yeah,
dope.
I played her some shit too. He's talking about Pug in here. Yeah, I do know that I think I gave that wiki dude the Pug info, Little Ninja, like a few years ago. I think I gave him all the info I could on my career as Pug, if you want to even call it that. Let's see here, what else we got in the image. Oh, speaking of Darby, let's get right into some Darby shit. So Darby posted this. The next record will be called The Tomb. It's 9 junts and an intro, unless you buy the CD, which has a bonus junt. It's a different type of record. We played around with different vibes and sounds with this one. It drops October 31st, Halloween. Pre-orders for digital and physical coming soon. Now I want to talk about this track list a little bit. I have some fun. I have some fun with we got to get rid of the text. That's what we got to get rid of. The Path to the Tomb. Featuring Scotty Two Balls. I'm assuming that's the intro. Now, this fucking song title, I already gave Darby props about this song title. Track 2, Vampiro wrestled with ICP and the Misfits, and that's hella fresh. I love that song title so fucking much. That might be a new favorite. That might be a new favorite song title, Darby. There's another.
Pre-orders for the Tomb drop on Friday.
Fuck yes. Thank you, Darby. Physical pre-orders dropping on Friday for that shit. Very excited for this record, by the way. I talked to Darby a little bit about this record at the gathering, and I'm really excited about this. They Sell Holy Water on Late Night TV, track 3, featuring Shaggy, the Airhead, and Das Strife. That shit's going to be hard as fuck. Harvesting Blood for absolutely no reason but to do it.
Dope.
I love these fucking titles. I Think I Might Be in Hell. I may just have to call a friend. Featuring Killator, who, by the way, I did listen to Killator's record. Evoke Often, I believe it was. We listened to it coming back from the gathering. Shouts out to Killator. That was a dope record. Orange Bloodstains on the Floor of My Kitchen. That is fucking disgusting, but I fucking love it. That's track 6. Track 7, Don't You Dare Look in That Basement. I Told You Not to Do It. Featuring Damian Quinn of Dark Half. That's going to be some old wicked shit. That's going to be hard as fuck. Damian Quinn also on Bone Chillers, by the way, from the last record, Golly. Still hoeing in 2K forever.
Same.
Oh, that's track 8. Track 9, another strong fucking contender for maybe favorite song title that Darby has done, especially talking with Darby at the gathering. Idiots at a Comic Convention, featuring Shaggy the Airhead. Very excited to listen to that track. Track 10, I Puked on My Brand New Truies? Is that how you say that?
Yeah.
Truies?
Yep.
And in parentheses, what the fuck? And then the bonus joint, the barista at the coffee joint, Never Gets My Name Right, which is really a fucking amazing song.
Really dope.
I love that song. Very excited to hear more shit from Darby. The Tomb is just the record coming before the next Wicked Shit record, though, from what I understand, and some other social media posts that the homie Darby has been talking about. Very excited to hear all the music. I'm a fucking Darby mark at this point. The motherfucker knows this. This is what we have been talking about for much of the show, though, that the fact that we're trying to get Darby to open for this ICP Bloody Sunday show. This is a big social media push that we're doing right now. A lot of us are doing right now. I definitely have been trying to get this, and I just want to talk about this for a little bit on here. If y'all have a way to email Psychopathic, if y'all want to just fucking put it out there on social media, share this poster, go find an image of this poster, share this shit out there as much as possible so we can make this happen for Darby. Because I feel like Darby does deserve to be on this motherfucking show. Because Darby is the future of the Wicked shit. He's definitely one of the ones that are going to be carrying this torch into the fucking future. I believe that. Shouts out to Darby for tuning into the Humble Among broadcast system. It kind of geeks me out that the motherfucker's actually watching this shit. And here's the actual flyer for the Bloody Sunday show.
Which sold out in 3.5 seconds.
I think it did sell out again, right?
Yeah.
It's actually now officially sold out.
Yes.
Let me look.
Now when you go there, it says out of stock. I already looked.
Okay. It is gone. Okay. Because I thought I saw it the other day that someone said. Because we already kind of like said it was sold out, and then they released another batch.
Well, I tried to add to the cart just to see what would happen. Like when it first said it was sold out, and it just like said that the page was gone. It was like error 404 bullshit. But now when you actually go to buy the tickets, it says out of stock.
So it is sold out.
It is sold out.
And I want to talk to you guys about why that is. And obviously there's the whole thing of like, did they double book to screw Twisted over? Yes, of course they did. Of course they did. This is definitely a calculated move. I don't know why anyone would think it wouldn't be. And I'll tell you why I think that is. I think they were a little annoyed that Twisted took St. Andrews Hall. I think they were probably trying to get St. Andrews Hall for a show, and I think maybe this ruined their plans for doing that because they didn't want to piggyback off of Twisted. St. Andrews Hall is definitely a bigger venue. And Twisted's going to have a little bit of I mean, this is sold out. Twisted, I don't know if Twisted's going to sell out their show, straight up. And I'll tell you why that is. This is the Twisted show. This is Fright Fest. Tickets still on sale, $30 versus $100. By the way, that's the other thing. I've seen certain people talk about the price point. It's up to you what you want to go to at the end of the day. And I guess these are not far from each other. I get some motherfuckers I think are buying both tickets and just walking from one to the other.
Damn.
But I do notice certain ICP shows there is no re-entry. So you're going to want to make sure that you and they might not even let you in after a certain point. I think at certain ICP
Spooky
shows.
said, but Bloody Sunday isn't a concert. ... Purely speculation.
Oh shit, Spooky. What do you think it is? It's definitely. I mean, I think it's going to be a concert for sure. And by the way, Hallowicked is still happening. That's the other thing I want to talk about. Hallowicked is still going to be happening. I want to talk to you about where this is going to be, though. This is City Club. This is a Googleable image that you can find.
Like Rusco.
That's a pretty small room. City Club only holds about 500-600 people, I think. Here's the actual stage. Kind of a shitty picture, but here's the actual stage. So this is a very intimate club. So everyone going to this show is going to get a very different ICP show because, I mean, look at the size of this thing. And now if you Google 500 to 600 people can fit into City Club. That's the capacity. I think it's like 1,100 or something that can fit into St. Andrews is what I was reading. So that's why this shit has sold out already, for sure. You think they'll be at the Russell? That's where it was last year, right? We were at the Russell. Was that where that motherfucker was? I don't fucking remember.
Fuck if I know. I don't remember.
No, it was the Roxy or some shit, right?
Oh yeah.
I think it was the Roxy.
I think it was the Roxy.
All right, let me talk about this in a little bit. I need to catch up with some of my notes, I think. Talk about that Discord thing. Oh, and I want to give some love to all the other Gathering exclusive shit that dropped. Shaggy the Airhead's Grin to the Grave. I've listened to some of that in the car earlier today, finally. That's on streaming. Shaggy the Airhead and DJ Chunks, Moonlight Monster House is on streaming. Devereaux and DJ Chunks, Another Day in Hell is on streaming. All these exclusive joints are now on streaming. You can go and fucking check them shits out on all your streaming gimmicks. All right, we talked about Darby. Oh, Darby got new grills. I don't have the image of that because I felt like that was going to be some too fanboy head-ass shit to me being like, look at Darby's new teefers.
Yo,
look at his new
so
chompers.
funny.
Isn't he cool?
I was listening to Girls at work today, and I was like, is this appropriate for the public? Probably not,
but I do fuck with Darby's new grills. Shouts out to Darby getting the downtown custom jewelry. It does seem like Ouija is pushing real hard for downtown customs more after some of that weird alligator Jesus shit.
I follow them on Instagram, and let me tell you.
Downtown Customs or Alligator?
Downtown Customs, and let me tell you, their shit is dope. Very dope.
Yeah, they do it. They hook up Juggalos. They definitely be hooking up Juggalos.
Their shit is fucking dope.
Let's see. Ouija has Flex Fit hats on OuijaMaccShop.com for you old heads that like the fucking Flex Fits. Ouija has Flex Fit hats. Yo, Darby shouting out D-Town Customs in the chat. Get your jewelry from Parker. I think if you mention Darby's name, Darby might get a discount. So mention Darby's name. Tell them that Darby sent you. For sure, you might get a discount. But shouts out to Darby's new chompers. Them shits look fucking dope.
I want grills.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Oh shit, y'all. She wants grills.
I do. I would look dope with a pair of fresh set of grills. Yeah, you kidding
Let's
me?
see. Ouija is teasing the next music video. I'm just moving past it. Ouija is teasing the next music video.
You don't think I
From
would
Stale
look
Wind.
dope with grills?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I've never seen you with grills. I have no idea. There's definitely people who can pull off. Let's just say it this way: there's people who can pull off grills, and there's people who can't pull off.
I think
grills.
I could pull off grills.
Darby's pulling off the grills for
I
sure.
feel like I could pull off some grills.
Okay.
I don't want like a full frontal or nothing. Just like a couple maybe on the bottom.
Oh shit! All right, let's continue the notes going. I'm getting red faced in this bitch. Ouija is teasing the next music video from Stale Wind. I think he said this is going to be the last music video from Stale Wind. What do y'all think that music video is going to be? What do y'all want that music video to be? I kind of want that 6-foot hatchet joint. Because that is, like, to me, one of the best storytelling joints on there. He already did You're Dead with Violent J, so I'm fucking very happy that there's visuals to the one with Violent J. That would have obviously been one of my fucking, my go-to picks. What's the other fucking joint that I really like? Oh shit. Let me look up the track list real quick. There's a joint later in the record too that I would love a visual for.
My phone's dead, so can't help you.
Stale Wind. Oh, it's Christian Mingle. I think
that shit is dope.
Yeah, I think I would like some visuals for Christian Mingle with some bloodied up clan robes and shit, please. That would go hard as fuck. Yeah, those would be my picks. Let me know in the motherfucking chat or in the comments. Beast and Dior. Fucking. Please say it for me.
Beast and Dior.
Thank you.
Dior.
Would be
bitches.
really dope with Hex. That would be fucking fresh. You can't find any. You won't find any Pug music. Yeah, you won't find any Pug music, man. That shit's gone. That shit hopefully is completely scrubbed from the internet.
Thank you, Cheese House. Thank you, Cheese
Yeah,
House.
the nails from last week.
Thank you. Yeah, I got them.
We got them for the show last week.
Yeah, I did.
They still holding up.
I got another week in these bitches.
You got another. This is a better result than the last time you got this
the
done
last
too.
time we went to the mall, big mistake. I already knew it. So we live, we learn. I went back to Melissa.
Okay. Let me go back to the image. I think this was no, we got to get to yeah, fuck it. Let's go through this other stuff and then I'll finish out the notes. So this is being talked about a little bit. This whole ICP is going to let you pick the next Joker's card via a Discord contest. A lot of people are taking this real seriously, like this is really gonna be the way that the next Joker's card is chosen.
Who's sending in the cougar art?
Yeah, we need to know who's sending in the magical cougar, whatever we're gonna call it. But here we go, ninjas. Here's your chance to be mad creative and win shit while doing it. Got an idea for what you think ICP's next Joker's card, the 6 of deck 2, should be? Now, pay attention to that verbiage. Should be. Let's see it. My daughter Ruby has an awesome Joker's card creation contest going. Me fucking marble mouth over here. Creation contest going on right now over at her new and existing which is weird. That's weird verbiage. New and existing Discord server. Click the link and go check it out. ... VJ.
New and existing.
It's new and existing, y'all. It exists. So this post has a lot of people thinking that they can pick what the new Joker's card is going to be. Pay attention to that verbiage. What it should. They use the word should be. Should be. Now, Jay has already said a few times in interviews, it's going to be the Wraith again. I think specifically it's going to be the Wraith Shangri-La again, and we're not going to get a Hell's Pit exhibit this time. I talked a little bit about this on Stoney's stream, once again, on Gather.network. Go check that shit out. Why don't they use the ICP Discord server? That's a good question. It felt like a project, Trey, that they kind of abandoned. That's a really good question, man. I don't know. That thing's like a graveyard. That thing was like popping off. But yeah, this to me is, Violent J on his, being on his good dad shit. This is the other thing that was posted today that makes me think, Violent J is, just on his good dad shit. Wow, peep what my daughter just sent me. How dope is this? And our names on it with some of the best names of that time. Hold on, let me turn off the text so I can read all this. Of that time, what an epic honor. I'm thinking about bootlegging a batch up. Anybody else want one? Dad. VJ. So if you don't know, this is the flyer for Woodstock '99, and ICP is on there. I think somewhere around in that
Insane
lower
clown posse question
mark from the documentary. God, I love that shit. What's the other one? What's the other my other favorite moment? Weird rap influence. I love that. They say the words weird rap influence, and it's just a picture of ICP. Just for those words, which I mean, I love that so much. What if it's dog? That's a nice pitch, Darby. What if it's the race exhibit of purgatory? Darby O'Trill said. Hey, I haven't heard that before. That's one I haven't even thought of. So Earth, right? Earth is purgatory, right, dog? Fuck. Hey, I'm with that idea. I think Darby's onto something with that. But anyway, that's my my ICP shit. I'm gonna let's see. Let me get caught up with the other shit we had to talk about on the notes, and we'll get into some of that Ouija shit. I thought the Dark Carnival was purgatory. This is something we talked about last night a little bit. Like, what if it's Heartbreaker was talking about this? What if it is the Dark Carnival? That is Heartbreaker who just said that too. Yep. Darby, correct. The second deck is about walking through purgatory. 6 is gonna be the link that ninjas are missing to see it. Chat, I think we might be onto something, chat. Thank you, Darby, for coming in here, man, and actually providing stuff in the chat, man. That's a really fucking good pitch. That's got me thinking. Anyway, let's get back to the notes. I'm gonna just get lost with that for a while. We're going to talk about that Ouija stuff. Tease of Ouija news, because I don't think I have an image for that. That 3 Stacks Music Festival that Twisted and Ouija were going to be both playing at, that I reported on a while back, did get canceled, I saw. No real reason why it got canceled, but that shit is not happening.
Which is weird, because on the Lost Lands page, I haven't really been paying attention to it, but Getter has been there's been posts about Getter on there.
Interesting.
Oh, I need to turn my phone on and figure that out when my phone is on.
Speaking of Getter, let's let me skip ahead, because this is I'm gonna talk about this post from today. There it is. So speaking of Getter, Ouija just posted this earlier. I want to talk about this. This would be a fucking dope collaboration. Getter goes by the name Tara Reid when he does his rap shit. And if you haven't heard Tara Reid, he's almost on some West Coast Wicked shit type of throwback shit. And it's fucking awesome. Especially some of those fucking singles in that first tape. Yeah. Hot Vodka. I really fuck with Hot Vodka a lot. That shit is hard as fuck. The joint with Puya, Outlaws, all that shit. Anyway, go listen to some Tara Reid if you're unfamiliar, because I definitely recommend Tara Reid heavily. Ouija and Tara Reid on a joint would be fucking tremendous. That would be tremendous. So I just want to read this real quick. Anyone who knows both me and Tara Reid, please tell bro I think he's amazing and I need a verse for this project I'm working on. I'd have slid in the DM if I could. Shrug. So I wanted to put that out there in the universe. Hopefully we can manifest that into being a thing.
So weird. I didn't even know they were the same person until
I'm
I
gonna
met
go back
you.
in time a little bit. Catch up on the notes. I was speaking about Twisted and Ouija a second ago. Twisted is going on tour with Blaze and ABK. I don't have an image of that for some reason. I noticed that Cody Manson is opening for that, though. I'm going to talk a little bit about that because
too. I asked you about that.
Cody is like working a little bit more with M&E on some projects. He's on the Songs of Sam Hain 3, I noticed as well. So Cody working a little bit more with M&E. Cody was at Camp Zool 1 and 2, which isn't an M&E event, more of a Long Live Evil event. But yeah, I just wanted to bring that up because I did notice that. Not that it's a big fucking deal or anything. And by the way, what's going on with Cody's E=MC Skelter album? I'm really curious to listen to that, but it is not on streaming, or at least it's not on Spotify. I know he had to take that down for some reason. But I did listen to Psychoactive. That was another album we listened to on the drive home, and I actually was fucking with Psychoactive. It was the most Cody that I had actually listened to other than the single songs that he did, because he would just pop in for a song or two for the sets during Scum and shit at Camp Zool when we were there. Now, I really didn't get a big fucking taste of him. But like I said about Cody at Camp Zool, Cody won a tremendous amount of respect from me simply by popping a Faygo. Was it during Zool?
Yes.
It was during Zool, right?
Yes.
God damn. I love that. I love that to death.
So who was the guy that when he was on stage, he was like, I'm a fucking Juggalo, and like, we're all Juggalo family, and then
this was
said,
at Zool?
Yeah, and then he was like, whoop whoop.
Oh, I don't even hardly remember that, baby.
I was like,
damn. See, this is why I should have been fucking vlogging Camp Zool. I could have gotten some really dope vlog footage at Camp Zool. But yeah, I'm really curious about this new project because I know Cody has been talking on his interviews and stuff about how he feels a lot of Psychoactive is like his old material. And he was really excited to get the newer stuff out. So I'm really curious what this new project sounds like. But it's just gone. It's not on social media. On streaming gimmicks right now. I call it streaming gimmicks. Let's see. We talked about the double booking. Oh, and speaking of Zool, what's going on with Zool? Apparently, Beneath the Dirt is reporting that Zool's record is pushed back with Mikey Clark. That shit's not happening. I know that Venomous 5 has been a thing. I was asking about Venomous 5 recently on Bartleboss and the Dead Guy, asking some questions about that. What's going on with Zool? They seem to be rather slowing down with their process. Hopefully everything's okay with them. I don't.
Lil Ninja.
Feels like something's going on with that camp over there. What's that? By the way, happy late anniversary. Thank you, man. I appreciate that, Lil Ninja. Hatchet Man Project. What up? Yo, we got a lot of Jugs celebrities in this motherfucking chat tonight.
Poppin'.
That's what's up. Thank you for tuning in, Hatchet Man Project. Let's see. Yeah, the Mikey Clark album is on hold according to Beneath the Dirt. I did want to talk about that. What is the hold up? I hear that the hold up with Venomous 5 is they want to be in the room creating with Twisted, and Twisted's maybe pushing back on that. Is it the same thing with Mikey Clark because Mikey Clark is perhaps working with the Clowns now again? Is that the hold up with that record? It does seem that Mikey Clark himself said 5 songs on the fucking last EP were produced by him. So are we getting stuff with Mikey Clark right now? Who knows? Maybe that's the reason the Zool record is straight up on hold, because ICP straight up took their boy back. Now, if that's the case, is that petty too? Maybe it is. That's a whole subject. We could talk about the stuff with Zool. I've been having some conversations about that Zool thing. Might have to do a video about Zool with some people or something, because there's a lot going on with that Zool thing. Anyway, I don't want to show my hand too much with that. ICP double booking against Twisted. We talked about that. That's definitely happened. I mean, the reason why like I said, I do think it's St. Andrew's Hall related. I think ICP was perhaps gunning for that venue. Purely speculation. All this stuff, purely speculation, coming from my brain, by the way. We are getting a Hallowicked show. Oh yeah, this podcast about Juggalos, Flightless Bird, on the Armchair Expert feed, which is a Dax Shepard podcast. This Flightless Bird podcast is hosted by some New Zealander.
Yeah.
And I only listened to a little bit of the beginning, and it frankly is a little cringe because the dude misspells Juggalo in like the first 10 minutes.
He says Guggalo.
But I did listen a little bit further, and he does kind of get it. It is fucking cringy. I have to finish the whole thing. I will break it down a little bit further when I actually listen to the whole thing.
I was getting irritated at first, but
I want to talk to y'all about this Sun article next, though. Not clowning around, gathering of the Juggalos makes wild Guinness World Record as Fest ends in Fago Mosh Pit, where clothing is optional. What a clumsy fucking headline, by the way.
Love that.
Clumsy ass headline.
That's not even a bottle of Fago. That's like a water bottle with some Kool-Aid in it.
Yeah. This is facts. But yeah, this is basically an article. I'm not gonna read you. It's one of those photo article type of gimmicks where they just want to show you some Juggalos. But it's really about this. This is the star of the article, Big motherfucking Silva, which I guess has broken the world record. I don't know what qualified Big Silva as breaking said world record, but it seems that people are reporting. Weeks before the festival, organizers revealed they would try to smash the world record for the largest tape ball, which weighs more than 2,000 pounds, according to the Guinness World Records. It has a whopping circumference of 3.89 meters.
Should have said whooping.
A whooping circumference. Yeah, you're right. What a missed opportunity.
Seriously.
So did they get it? Let's see. Don't be stoled. Hold on. I'm scanning here. See, I don't understand why they're reporting on it, because
outlandish designs.
To officially get it, was there an actual, because you need like the motherfucking, not to get all nerdy about this, but you need like an expert from Guinness and shit, right?
Somebody has to be there.
Yeah. So I don't know why they're reporting on this. Jesus Christ, they're talking about people dying at the festival. Anyway, let's get out of here.
Now they're getting into the FBI shit.
Yeah.
Relax.
Thank you, mainstream media. Yeah, thank you so much. Always fair and balanced with your reporting. Oh, Jesus Christ. Anyway, I wanted to talk about that a little bit because I don't know. I don't know if it really was broken. I think people are just kind of reporting on that.
4 meters, like 12 feet.
That's like the full circumference of the thing.
Circumference,
like,
yeah.
So,
so if you were to like straighten it out, it probably would be about 12 feet, yes.
I think that would make sense. So it was pretty big. I do have footage of Big Silva getting picked up by some motherfuckers, which it can't be 2,000 pounds if those two human beings picked it up.
There's 3 of them, I thought.
Maybe. You think those 3 dudes picked up 2,000 pounds though?
That's what, $750 each?
Yeah, there's no way.
Well, maybe
there's no way. There's no way. Unless they were completely like they were superhumaned out on LSD or something, or a PCP. Killer Clowns from Outer Space video game coming soon. Lots of Killer Clowns from Outer Space merch in motherfucking Spirit Halloween too. By the way, we went into Spirit Halloween the other day. I want to know about this Killer Clowns from Outer Space video game. Is it going to be like that Friday the 13th video game type of gimmick? And speaking of Friday the 13th video game gimmick, Ouija Macc is playing that shit on Xbox. If you're a nerd who wants to get killed by Ouija Macc or kill Ouija Macc in a virtual space, I think he posts his goddamn gamer tag, so you can find that shit. All right, now we're gonna get into some weird shit. I want to talk about Jeremy Corbell on Joe Rogan Experience recently. This is a man who's done some UFO documentaries. He also has straight up leaked UFO footage that has proven to be quote unquote real, according to the United States government, the Pentagon. Now, a couple of weird pieces of information came out because of this interview that I want to talk about because it honestly it relates to my opinion on why they're here. So he kind of offhandedly mentions at one point that the United States government, and not just the United States government, the world government, he goes on, we're currently seeing a lot of UFOs or UAP above active war zones all around the world. And our military does fire on them. We are actively firing on them, but it's not doing shit. It doesn't do anything. And it's not just our military. Apparently other world militaries are firing on them. Now, this upset me a little bit, man, because it does prove. And by the way, they're not doing anything back, obviously, because they would just be obliterated.
Yeah, why do they think that they could just like, oh, we just gonna shoot it and it's gonna explode and go away?
Now, Jeremy did elaborate more on this. He says it's actually policy that the United States government fires on anything that appears to have a payload. So meaning something that would appear that it might have a nuke stored in it. Now, not that these fucking things actually have nukes in it, but if they have an area where they could have bombs that they could drop, they apparently have to fire on it. So that's what's going on. They aren't firing on everything.
Okay.
Like there's these. So here's one of the weirder and actually more common UAPs being seen. There's a cube that's apparently surrounded by a translucent layer or gel, like a circular membrane almost. That's one of the ones that's being seen a lot. They haven't fired on that one because there's no clear payload to a cube in a translucent gel. There's no real. I mean, how does that even membrane? It's described in different ways. It's translucent though, meaning you can see through that part, that circular part surrounding it, whatever it is. Almost like an aura around the cube. Maybe it's light around the cube. So the other thing I want to talk about with this that was very casually dropped. Now this is a man who, by the way, like I said, has been proven right about this stuff. This is why I and go check out this episode, Joe Rogan Experience. I don't fuck with a lot of Joe Rogan stuff, but he does do some pretty good shit on UFOs because he picks really informed individuals. This Jeremy Corbell person is very important. The other thing they really casually drop is that they figured out a way. Now this really ties into some of the stuff I've talked about on here, and the book that I finished about the Trinity Project. Apparently they figured out a way to trigger these things, almost like to draw them in, because anytime that they're moving nukes, moving nuclear devices or nuclear weapons or anything nuclear related, they trigger one of these things showing up and following the thing moving. Now, I've said on here I think it's related to nukes, straight up. I think the whole thing is related to nukes, and I think they understand the sheer danger of what we have. It's like a child with matches, is how I've heard it described, and I fucking completely agree with that. They are watching children playing with matches on a global level, and they could start a serious fucking fire that would destroy this planet almost accidentally, and they've almost done it accidentally. This is really getting really wild, but I truly think that they've stopped it from happening, and I think that they would stop it again if us idiots tried to do this shit. Yeah, really wild opinion, but they say that that's how they can make it happen. They can make them show up just by moving these things. He kind of offhandedly says, which totally jives with a lot of the stuff that I've heard about them showing up at nuclear facilities, them turning off nukes, being able to turn off nukes. He also offhandedly talks about the visual messages that these things leave in people's heads. Now, if you didn't know anything about the Ariel school encounter, that's one of my favorite UFO stories of all time. Basically, this school in South Africa in the 90s, a UFO lands during this very small school's recess period. All the adults are inside during this experience, and about 200 children see a UFO land in a field next to their recess area, their playground. And they go into the field, and I think 2 or 3 beings come out and give them visual messages into their heads that stick with these kids and have stuck with these kids to this day. You can see some interview footage of these kids drawing and talking about what they saw. I don't think that they're lying about it. I don't think it's a prank. It is children reporting about something that they saw, and it could be a prank. But if you see how serious these kids are, they saw something. And this documentary that's coming out about this apparently has found these kids and interviewed them as adults And one of the more fascinating things about this is how many of the kids, the message that they send, by the way, is that you have a beautiful planet and that you're fucking it up. And they send you visual messages of the planet being destroyed. Why do you think that is? And what could possibly destroy a planet in such a way? I really think I think it's the nukes. I think it's our sheer how our dangerous stupidity having these things. Anyway, I think that's all my thoughts on this Jeremy Corbell thing. It's really heavy stuff, because if they are coming here and they're very subtly influencing us, that's a good thing. I think it's a good thing.
Yeah.
And I think it's really interesting. So I left a comment on Jeremy's post about his appearance, and it's so fascinating how many angry people want them to be here to hurt us. Like, what? I don't understand what's going on with that. I got so many comments of people who really want them to be here to hurt us. Now we're gonna get into some juicy stuff. Let me. I think I did all the ICP stuff. Let me talk about this Ouija stuff, and then we're gonna get into some of the more juicy stuff. Let's talk about Ouija NFT stuff. So Ouija just wants fan art for this, and I think he's gonna be trying. Yeah, let's talk about this part, because this is the more important part here. Hold on. Oops. Tried this before and discovered a bunch of cool NFT creators who didn't give a shit about me or helping people. Trying again because I believe in this idea and I believe in the universe guiding me in the right to the right people. So I think, let me go back. So I think he's trying to do this for charity, by the way. I know a lot of people are very critical of NFTs and the reason people do them and them hurting the environment for some reason, which I still don't understand what that whole argument is, because of the data mining.
Because the amount of data it takes to like obtain the image.
Right.
It like actually uses an immense amount of energy, which is terrible for the environment.
It still confuses my old head ass. But I guess I understand. But
I had someone explain it on Joe Rogan. So.
I do feel like this is maybe something worth. I know a lot of people are sending in their versions of the Joker's card to the Ruby's Discord, but I think this is maybe something that's not getting enough attention and maybe worth sending your creative talents to as well. Let's see. I want to talk about this post. This was a really interesting, or not really even interesting, kind of a gross thing I saw. So this is a post that Ouija did talking about his appearance on Shaggy in the Creeps Palcast. And he was on there real quick with Hex, and Maisie shows up. And apparently motherfuckers in the comments were saying some fucking gross things about Maisie just showing up. And I want to just point out Ouija putting motherfuckers in their place real quick. And I think it led to, honestly feel like it led to this image being posted.
Yeah, facts.
Sometimes I forget how transphobic some people really are, because my environment is comprised of non-judgmental people who just respect everyone for their differences and individuality, rather than trying to shame each other. But then I see the lames hating in the comments section, and I'm reminded how toxic our species typically is. Thank you to everyone who chooses love over hate. You outnumber and outshine the negativity every time. So I just wanted to point that out. I'm not trying to shine a light on negativity or anything. Obviously the opposite. There's the Tara Reid post, but I do feel like it did inspire this post showing up this week. I just did a super fire new Ouija piece today, dropped it in your Discord. Thank you. You should send that shit in. Motherfucking, I think that's Kiefer. You should send that shit in, Kiefer. We nuked the moon and rang it like a bell. This is facts, Michael. What about the hollow moon? I love that. That is an interesting story. They actually landed something. Astronauts reported on this. They landed something on the moon, and astronauts reported when they landed one of the things on the moon. The one that was they were on one of the things orbiting the moon, but they shot something at the moon to land on there, an unmanned vehicle. And when it landed, they reported they heard the thing rang. It rang like a bell. That is I have heard that before.
Oh my god.
We've never been to the moon together.
Smokey, please.
Smokey, please.
Smokey.
Keep it in your pants, Smokey.
I cannot with you. Are you my you're my like
You stepfather?
Literally.
Get off my lawn, Smokey says in the chat.
You are my stepdad. Get out.
Okay.
Landed on a bum chest.
Oh, it got so shitty again. Okay. Let's talk a little bit about TPE. Now, we talked a little bit about TPE on Gather.network, his stream last night, but we're going to talk a little bit more. So apparently TPE, in a now deleted stream, are saying that they will refund all the super chats that were leading up to the gathering. All the people that felt slighted by super chats in the past, and certain things that were expected from them based off of the super chats, like going to the gathering or buying a ticket to go to the gathering or any of that kind of stuff. They're going to refund everybody. That stream is gone, by the way. What's really interesting to me about that stream, let me just point out, in that stream, they are saying several different times that they don't want super chats. They don't want super chats anymore. No more super chats, y'all. Now, I don't know, some of y'all out there that don't do YouTube might not realize it, but you can turn off your super chats. It's pretty easy to do with every single stream you set up. You can actually click it off for every stream that you do. Or you can just turn it off for your whole channel. I don't know if y'all realize that. So if you really want to not get super chats, you don't have to say, don't give me super chats. You can simply turn them off. What's interesting about this now deleted stream is the only super chats that are popping off, by the way, in the whole stream. This stream is gone, by the way. You can't see this. Is from one of their members.
Literally.
Luffy.
That's it.
Is the only one giving super chats while he's sort of cutting this promo about how he doesn't want super chats. Doesn't want them. Luffy keeps almost begging to be on that goddamn shit.
This is
really weird. Really weird look. I don't know what is going on with that. You can't even see it because the stream is gone. It looks fucking crazy, y'all. I see a lot of y'all are still believing
what did Whoop say?
What's going on.
Whoop said something.
Juffy.
Oh.
If marks are gonna mark, is all I really have to say. If you're gonna believe this, you can believe it. But the stories have stacked up at this point, like we were saying on Gather.network last night. The stories have stacked up. Kiefer's got stories. So many people who used to be down with them have stories about this shit, about getting ripped off for different. It's always gone. Their streams are always gone. They only have like 10 videos on their channel right now. That's the other thing. They say they're taking down their streams. The reason they take down their streams is because they're going to re-edit them in a more presentable format. Why would you need to do that? Think about that. Why would you need to do that unless you had something to hide in those streams and you had to represent them? Why? Why would you do that?
Have you seen Nope?
I
Yes,
did.
we
There's a
watched
review.
that shit.
There's a review on this channel of right after we saw it.
It's good.
I did a first reaction. That doesn't make sense to me. Like I said on Stoney's stream last night, if you use that money just to pay your bills, there's nothing wrong with that. Some people like beating themselves up and continuously getting ripped off. Some people do. Stockholm Syndrome was brought up last night in Stoney's stream. But like I was saying, if Plague, if you had to pay your bills with YouTube money, just admit that. There's no shame in that. I think, like I've said several times, honesty is the best policy at this point. It looks really weird. It still looks really weird. I really just wish the dude would be honest at this point because it's seeming like he's not.
Why make your career off of a public forum if you're not going to be public about your life?
So they say they're going to pay everybody back. I asked in the chat, by the way, I was watching this stream. I asked in the chat, what about J Herm? Are you going to pay J Herm back? And Luffy, they did not on the screen answer me, but Luffy did answer me and said that he had addressed it earlier in the stream. I did not notice that being addressed early in the stream, and I can't go back to see if he really did because the stream is not there.
9 inches for you, Lil. My phone is dead right now.
Ooh, that's weird. We got a weirdo. Oh, I see what they did. We got to get rid of them. Yeah, they're trying to get me. They're trying to get me in trouble.
Yeah, Lynn said I was in that stream and only Luffy replied to you. What up, Lynn? Nice to see you, girl. People crazy. You're crazy. Loca. Oh. Bye, bitch.
Bye, 9 inches.
For your little booty. How he know I got a little booty? Dragon Balls.
Yep. And you know what? I want to say, I want to give them the benefit of the doubt that really what is going on is the dude really does have some mental issue problems and financial problems, and he's just shy about really talking about that. That might be really what's going on here. And I suspect it really might be. But there's a lot of evidence stacking up that they've done some fucked up shit in the past, and they don't own up to any of it. They don't own up. They don't want to own up to any of the stuff they've done to hurt their friends, the things that they've done to leave their friends hanging straight up. Their friends feel taken advantage of,
and they're not straightforward and blunt to the point with anything that they say.
But I think there's a lot of people that are going to continue marking themselves out. It is what it is. If you want to believe fake shit, if you want to believe Juff News, if you want to believe straight up dishonesty and inaccurate story reporting, you can watch that. I think that the people who are smart enough to realize the difference between real shit and fake shit have already figured it out.
This is facts.
There are certainly going to be people who are going to continue to mark out, though. Like I said, marks are going to mark. Yeah, people are talking now that we got that weirdo out of here.
We love and miss you too, Whoop.
Onstead and Elixir are awesome.
Yeah.
They still have really good. And you know what? I fucking had a great time hanging out with them at the gathering. They were the shit.
You gotta pass that shit to Spooky.
Oh shit, my bad, Spooks.
Are we gonna do the thing?
Here. It's out, but you can relight it. I'm not gonna keep going on and on about it. I'm certainly curious as fuck about their next stream. You know I'm gonna be watching it. Maybe we should just be recording them from now on. I do have one of the ones they deleted. I'll go ahead and just say that on my stream.
Yeah.
I do have one of the ones they deleted. The one directly after the gathering. Because I knew that they were going to get rid of that stream. So I do have one of them. They got rid of the other one so fast I couldn't even get it, though. But I just don't understand why they seemingly are choosing dishonesty over honesty when they could just be answering some questions and being honest about it. There's no shame in saying that you had to pay, you needed some help with your bills. I mean, there's really no shame in it. Anyway, I'm not gonna try to like shit on the dude anymore. Let's talk about Gimmick infringement. Let's get to the main event. What's the difference between being influenced, being inspired, and biting, and all of these different things? Now, I've had a bunch of people, pretty much this is a constant thing, people leaving comments anytime about Esham. Anytime something I post or talk about Esham, this comes up. People kind of wanting to talk shit about Esham, honestly, which is an interesting thing to me in this culture, that people want to talk shit about the guy who really is responsible for a lot of this shit. This is one of the things I wanted to talk about with this conversation, because Esham clearly inspired Insane Clown Posse to start doing what they're doing with the Homie Don't Play EP. Violent J has said he saw that EP in a record store, and he was basically inspired to start doing the clown thing. Long story short, they didn't do the same thing Esham did, though. They took one image from an Esham cover, and they decided to do their own thing. Now, that's being inspired by something. That's not just biting it, and that's not ripping it off. You could talk about the Wicked Clowns Will Never Die and how similar that is to the Wicked Shit Will Never Die. That maybe there's some weight there. But the Wicked Shit Will Never Die. See, right there, Spooky's on the same wavelength here.
Spooky said they deserve boy blue treatment at this point.
Spooky, you're not wrong. I mean, and you know what? They haven't done anything as far as I know, they haven't done anything as irreprehensible as fucking Boy Blue. The thing that Boy Blue is accused of doing.
Nice. That was so nice, Lynn. We love you.
And I fully support everything that Onstead, Stoney, Elixir do in the future, because I think that they are good motherfuckers that didn't do anything wrong. And I think they are innocent of anything. And I think they're smart to distance themselves too. And hopefully they don't go back on some Stockholm Syndrome shit. Hopefully they distance themselves and do their own thing, because they are smart enough to do their own thing anyway. Straight up, they carried the show. If you guys want to be real, if y'all watch the show, they carried the show. Anyway, we're not going to keep doing that. What? Which one?
That one where your cursor's on it.
I will stick to humble and thank you, Lynn. I didn't see that part of that message. I only started talking about the first part of it. I didn't see the second half. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Anyway, we're not going to keep going on about that. But ripping people off is another aspect of what we're talking about here. See how I brought it back. Because some people do feel ripped off. Isham has, I think, felt ripped off by the clowns straight up, in so much of them being inspired. Now, being someone that creates something, there is the danger of feeling ripped off when someone is inspired by you. So let me get into my notes and where we can bring this. Now, there's a lot of unoriginality in the Juggalo culture. Let's just go ahead and say it that way. There's a lot of these Juggalo acts that think that, you just paint your face like a clown and you say a bunch of Juggalo-related references and booyah, you got a fucking Juggalo rap career or some shit. I think due to that prevalence, and, there's a lot of bootlegging in the merch, a lot of taking of ideas, doing parodies of things. A lot of this is very gray area. And, as far as, like, what's original and what's, like, considered maybe biting or like, oh, come on, you couldn't think of something a little bit more original than that. That's all up to interpretation. And, frankly, that's all subjective to a certain point. Now, there's other things when you take something really fucking blatantly, like certain imagery or certain things that people say or do where it's like maybe you've crossed the line and people get pissed. Like maybe Isham felt pissed with the wicked clowns will never die. I think that's probably the number one thing that Isham was pissed about. Isham definitely was pissed when Eminem said, I'm not acid rap, but I rap on acid. That's the number one thing that made Isham go fucking nuts on Eminem for Tongues. If you've ever listened to Tongues, he just lost his fucking mind and wanted to diss the shit out of Eminem. Anyway, that's a whole different subject. Eminem definitely influenced / inspired by ICP and Isham, the video that I long have teased talking about, the Slim Shady EP or LP video. We're going to be doing that hopefully real soon for y'all. Now, so here's the difference, I think, between and why I think ICP deserves not to be called biters for what they do. ICP's always been very straight up about where they get their influences from and their inspiration from. They've always given Isham credit. They even give Kid Rock credit, who they don't like. They don't even like that motherfucker. And they still give him credit. I think that deserves props. And I think that is the difference between maybe biting and doing it straight up stealing an idea or whatever, or lifting an idea and doing it solely because you want to do your own thing and you have your own vision. It's having a vision and knowing how to do it your own way. That's why ICP isn't biting Isham, in my opinion. Now, there's certainly a lot of horrorcore artists who bite each other, and there's a lot of that shit. We ain't gonna even go into that. You guys can figure that out. Just listen to the music. There's certainly a lot of biting and shit. Now, where are we gonna go with that? Now, there's also the element of Juggalo YouTubers and biting each other. Now, I've certainly felt very paranoid that certain people have ripped off my ideas, and I know other people have felt that maybe I've taken their ideas. DC Fago guy has definitely left several comments on my shit about this reverse message video that I did about I think it was Fallen Angelic, right? Mm-hmm. Which isn't anything new in pop culture, talking about reverse messages in music. There's certainly who knows how many videos on YouTube right now talking about reverse messages in the Beatles records.
The Explorer says Hell Satan backwards. Yeah,
there's plenty of... This is not a new genre, but I think DC Fago guy felt like he had that market cornered in the Juggalodium, if you will, on YouTube. Now, I had no idea dude had done these videos. I'll be straight up. He himself will admit that he hadn't done them in years. He hasn't done one in that genre, so there would be no reason for me to know they existed unless I had sought them out, which I hadn't sought them out. Now, I'll be honest, where my influence comes from these is from knowing Beatles, seeing stuff on TV back in the day about Beatles records being reversed, and very specifically in the Juggalodium, these websites that would show ICP reverse messages back in the day, and you would be able to listen to them in real audio format. I thought, man, it would be cool to show you that, and having audio editing software to show you the wave itself and actually show the camera, like show you what the wave looks like reversed and backwards, and kind of show you how you would even do that maybe a little bit. So that's what I actually kind of did in my video, which I don't think is derivative, even if you go watch DC Fago guy's video. It's obvious I had no idea he did his video, because mine's just a completely different thing. Now I'll talk about something that I used to do on Humble Among Broadcast System that I stopped doing because I realized I had inadvertently taken an idea. There's a podcast called Juggalo Judgment that I think on almost every episode of their podcast, they crack a Fago. And I was doing that on mad episodes.
Yeah,
and I realized, oh shit, I think I subconsciously got that idea from those guys, and I stopped doing it. Partially because I lack a lot of Fagos. We only do that if I have a new flavor to try now. Oh, DC Fago guy is here, by the way. Man, not really. I don't know, man, not really to what. Anyway, man, not really to what? I'm not sure what we're talking about here. As artists, creators, everyone is going to draw inspiration from somewhere. It's about if you pay homage to those inspirations or try to pass it off as your own original idea. Exactly. Okay. Darby agrees with me. I think that is the defining difference, is if you give props and just straight up shout out your fucking inspirations and you're honest about that shit. Like me loving ICP and Korn and Limp Bizkit and all that shit. That's baby Humble Among, you know what I mean? That's where I was born, is out of the wombs of those bands.
Oh, he was just falling to Spooky.
Oh, my bad. DC Fago guy don't even listen to Ouija though, does he? Man, not really. I see. And there's nothing wrong with that. To each their own. Like I said, it's all subjective. And I guess that's probably why DC wouldn't even have covered Ouija, is what you're saying, Spooky. But anyway, it doesn't even matter to me, is my point. But let me just say, in therapy, I have learned that I need to let go of these perceived slights, because honestly, it's been something where I've seen other people maybe take something from me in my crazy ass head that really is not them taking something from me. It's them being influenced by me. Because if you see a lot of Juggalo YouTubers nowadays, there's a lot of positivity on Juggalo YouTube. And I don't want to pat myself on the back or give myself sole responsibility. It's a lot of y'all out there. DC Fago guy definitely deserves a lot of credit for that too, spreading that positivity.
He said he has a message for you earlier. It's probably up.
I do have a message further up for you, Humble. My bad. Let me see. See if I can scroll up on that bish. Ooh, I don't see it. You see it? Hmm. No, I don't see it. Is that man not really? That's the first time I see you popping up.
Me too.
Anyway. And this isn't an attack on DC Fago guy, by the way. I love that dude. He's one of my favorite Juggalo YouTubers, straight up. I love you, dude. Anyway, where was I going with that? Fuck, I got derailed by searching for that message. Oh boy. Anyway, it is a long way to get to me talking about something that happened in Juggalo YouTubedom. So I've been honest as fuck about the people who've inspired me to do Juggalo YouTube shit. It's definitely Murder Mayhem Mitch is one of my biggest influences, if not my biggest influences in doing anything in the Juggalodium or Juggalo YouTube content creation. It's Murder Mayhem Mitch's podcast, his early podcast, talking about going to the Gathering of the Juggalos, that honestly made me want to do my Gathering documentary, coupled with seeing American Juggalo and the ICP Gathering documentary, Family Underground, coupled with seeing that and wanting to see more of the Juggalos, wanting to see what it's like to be actually at the Gathering. Murder Mayhem's honesty on his early podcast was inspiring as fuck with me, and I wanted to see a more honest representation of the Gathering based off of the kind of stuff and stories that Murder Mayhem Mitch would tell. And I've been trying to track down that motherfucker at the Gathering of the Juggalos for years at this point. Finally saw him this last year, and I went up to him and I gave him major props. I think Spooky was standing there. Yeah, Spooky can vouch. Right, I didn't even realize Spooky was there, but I gave him major props. Let me touch on what.
Oh, DC said. What is this? There we go.
My message basically just said that I don't think you bit the idea from me. That I love that you did yours. Well, thank you. I know. And you know what? I understand that you weren't feeling slighted by it, but I do. We were talking about it on in the comments of something or in a Discord or something, so I felt like I had to bring it up. All right, Murder Mayhem Mitch though. So I'm basically sucking Murder Mayhem Mitch's dick at at their campground in the parking lot. God, I hate that blurry shit. I'm giving him major props, and I told him at their campsite, like, dude, you should come back. Oh my God. Come back. Murder Mayhem Mitch, come back to us. Come back. You should come back. You should come back to YouTube.
How was my grill, y'all?
All right, all right, fixed. You should come back to YouTube and you should do this shit again. I told him. And the really fucking dope thing happened. The dude came back and he did an episode on his YouTube talking about his Gathering experience, a part 1. I think he's doing a part 2. Hopefully tonight, tomorrow it comes out. And in that, and you know, I'm a fan of his shit, so I was looking forward to listening to it. And in that shit, it was this, and this is why I wanted to talk about this tonight, because it really brought everything full circle with me feeling slighted by other YouTubers from quote unquote stealing my positive, which is such a stupid fucking feeling on my part. Why would I be insulted by that? It's a beautiful thing. I should be honored that other motherfuckers are inspired by me. Anyway, this really illustrated this in my brain though. Murder Mayhem Mitch goes on to talk about his Gathering experience. And when he gets to the part of the day, the parking lot party day, he talks about me approaching him. And he straight up says in this thing that me talking about him was one of the direct reasons, if not the most direct reason, that he decided he wanted to start doing this again. And you know what? It was fucking touching as fuck, man, because it was like a full circle thing. Because this is a guy that inspired me. And I ended up inspiring him to come back to this shit. How fucking fresh is that? How fucking dope is that? And it really illustrated in my brain, why would I be upset about inspiring anyone? Even if they are quote unquote biting my shit, or even if I feel that way somewhere deep down, that still is kind of fucking dope. That I still like have such an impact on someone that they liked my idea to the point where they want to steal my ideas. And I'll be straight up, I think it's something I have to work on. It really highlighted that it's something I had to work on. Glad the majority of YouTubers are going positive. Tired of the stale winds that have been blowing since 2017. I agree. And that's one of the major reasons I started doing this, is to change the narrative, because I see a lot of incorrect narratives on Juggalo YouTube that I just don't agree with. And I've always been very honest about my opinions, and so has Murder Mayhem Mitch, and that's why I fucked with that dude, and I still fuck with that dude. So yeah, I think that's the full circle of all of this, is that don't feel like someone's ripping you off all the time. Like, this is really me talking to myself. I'm looking at myself right now. Don't be feeling like someone's ripping you off all the time, dude, because really a lot of times people are just inspired by you because they like you. They want to be like you. That's a compliment. That's not an insult. Anyway, that's it. What's good, Humble? I'm going to see you at Hallowicked. It's Fun Size. Oh, I'm sorry, Fun Size. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to make it to Hallowicked. Don't be TPE.
Smokey. Oh, Humble saw you at the Gathering talking. Didn't want to interrupt you talking. I was trying to get a picture with you.
Oh, man, you should have came up.
Yeah, you should have just came up.
Should have just came up and waited or whatever and been like, hey, what's up? Interrupted whoever was talking to me. Anyway, I inspired Sam to make Halloween. Sam Hain? Dad jokes up in here. I hate myself. That's the moral of the story.
Cake on my face makes me extra happy.
But I'm I've always been pretty honest about my mental health issues on here. And this is definitely a mental health issue of mine. This paranoia that homies are quote unquote ripping me off, or other Juggalo YouTubers are ripping me off. And it really illustrated to me that I don't have to be that way. I can just look at it for what it is. And I keep doing my thing. Because here's the thing. This is the way to wrap this up. Here's the thing. They can rip me off. They can rip anyone's idea off. But if you don't have your own vision, and you're just going to clumsily do it, just sort of like, this, oh, they do it this way, that's going to show. If you don't have that vision or that drive, more importantly, you're not actually going to get it done. Because if you don't have the drive to even start doing it clumsily, then you're not going to get anywhere. You got to at least start doing it. And if you do it clumsy, at least maybe you'll learn to do it better. I don't know. I do think though that that's truly the difference though. Between someone who, that's another difference, along with, like we were saying earlier, the giving props element of it, but coupled with the god damn it, my brain is definitely giving up on me at this point. What time is it? It's only 9:30. Holy shit, I feel like I've been up forever. But we are almost at 2 hours with this stream. I'm trying to finish out my point here. Oh yeah, doing it sloppily. That's, god damn it. Coupled with doing it sloppily. So, giving props and having a vision and having drive. These are the most important things with being inspired by something. Anyway, is that even making sense at this point?
Yes, it is. But you're like everywhere.
I know, I'm all over the place at this point.
Oh, thank you, Fun Size. That's so nice.
Dude, tell your girlfriend her outfit was amazing this year. And what about next year for Gathering the Juggalos? I'm going to the float. If I'm done being positive for COVID, get well soon. I know a lot of people got the vid.
Tune into the Cheese House broadcast system next Sunday night. Bitch, I'm in there at swimwear. You already know.
I love you, Cheese House.
You already fucking know.
Cheese House gets it.
Boom.
Cheese House gets it. That's such a perfect joke.
Sloppy Toppy. Get out of here, Smokey, with your sloppy toppy. You missed it. Toto was in the chat earlier. You're late.
Yeah, you missed Toto.
What about Hurricane Funk?
What up, Hurricane Rana, homie? How you doing?
Thank you for existing.
Watch the Rocky movies, he says.
Sloppo Vision.
Right. Thank you, everyone who reads this, for existing.
What? My wife was here? Yeah, your wife was here.
Wife.
Your wife was here, and you missed her.
Oh, boy. Hamburgers don't get sick. Hurricane Rana Funk, what's going on, homie? You alright?
Then why am I sick right now?
Hamburgers don't... What is that?
I don't know, but I'm a hamburger right now.
You're a hamburger?
Yes.
I need to tell you this. Watch Hellraiser 5. It's really good. It's a really good movie. And watch Hellraiser Judgment. It's also a really good movie. The other movies are great too, but those ones are the best. Interesting. So there is someone saying that Hellraisers, other Hellraisers,
if you could have one M&E artist back on Psychopathic, who would it be?
That's an interesting question. Let's do questions in the chat. I like that question. So if you guys got any more questions, if I could have one M&E artist back on Psychopathic, who would it be? So this is assuming Psychopathic was a record label again, actively putting out artists. Fuck, bro.
Spooky said probably Blaze.
Oh man, that's a tough question. There's a lot of. I'll be honest with you. There's a lot of burnt bridges at this point. So I mean, I guess this would be if I could forget some of the history going on.
Hey, Plant Man.
I'd probably say ABK, because maybe ABK is the least amount of burnt bridges at this point. I have a bad taste in my mouth still. I'll be honest with some of this stuff, man.
Cheese House said none.
None. Yeah, I mean, I almost want to say none too, dog.
Plant Man, I do have a video of you watering him while he doesn't know.
Do the Humble Among and Plant Man vlog. I think I got footage of you.
By the way, I love you, Cherry Pie. Jesus. Hair flip. My hair's in a bun.
Cherry Pie did her first stream earlier tonight, she said. And she also said she is inspired. I think meaning inspired by the stuff that I do. I don't think she's would hide that.
Also happen to be wearing a Blaze shirt right now.
That's so funny you said that.
Hell
Rocking the Blaze shit.
Smokey said none.
Maybe ROC. How about that? Let's get the ROC back. Is that an acceptable answer? I don't know. Mars with a Z? Can we get Mars with a Z back? He's not a magic ninja though, so I guess that's not an acceptable answer. I think I'm just gonna have to go ABK, but I guess ABK is not a magic ninja. I guess I'm gonna have to be honest and be none. I'm just gonna have to say none right now.
Ooh, what's the best non-Juggalo album?
Best non this album on my T-shirt. Follow the Leader.
Follow the Leader.
In my opinion, that's the best non-Juggalo album. This album right here. Follow the Leader.
What's the best Juggalo album and what's the best Joker card?
Fuck, the best Juggalo album? I have
now,
no
is
idea.
that just the ICP or
The best Joker's card, I change that opinion day to day. I'm going to go ahead and say Carnival of Carnage today. I'm feeling like Carnival of Carnage is the best Joker's card today.
Alice in Chains Dirt is a banger. Fucking chef's kiss.
Indecent
chef's
said
kiss.
Blaze and ABK showed mad love at Camp Zool, though. That's dope. That's good to hear. Hybrid Theory Corn.
Whoa.
I don't know about that.
Whoa.
I don't know about
do
that.
love me some Linkin Park. Ice Cube.
Wish we could get Ice Cube at the Gathering. I was so hoping. I don't really like Mushroom Head. I've given them so many shots, including at the Gathering. We watched like damn near their whole set.
Fun of them.
Yeah, we were kind of making fun of them a little bit. I'll be honest, we were making fun of them at times. But you know what? There were times. Mushroom Head is weird because I feel like
there were times where I was like, okay.
I feel like with Mushroom Head, it's like half the time the shit's like, all right, and then they'll like when he does that sing-songy voice, I'm just not fucking with it. And honestly, some of the growling and screaming shit, I'm not fucking with too. I don't know. It's so weird with that band. It's like half the shit I'm fucking with, and then like it'll change, and I'm like suddenly I'm like, nah. What just happened to this song?
Fun Size asked us how the cookie was. Did she give us a cookie?
It was good because I don't remember it. I think she did. Did we eat a cookie?
We had to have.
I mean, we were just, if y'all handed us edibles, we just ate them. So
yeah,
we weren't like carrying them around.
Yeah.
Did we eat it? I don't remember a cookie. I feel like it was good because I don't remember a cookie.
Like I would have remembered if it was nasty, right?
Right? What's the worst Juggalo album ever? Super Villains Furious because of that cringy ass song, that hateful ass anti-gay song. I hate that fucking song. It's probably like worst ICP song ever in my opinion. ICP involved song ever. I hate that song. Trash, absolute trash. I think is Furious on streaming. I wish that song would go fucking away, man. Everything Twisted put out, Gastoni said.
Relax.
That cold 187 is pretty stale, Spooky said. It's okay though. I know what you mean. If you don't remember you eating it, that must have been a real good treat. That's what I'm saying. That's what we're saying.
I mean, I'm trying to think so hard.
I feel like I vaguely remember someone handing it. It must have been her then. We must have ate it. There's no way I carried it around.
No.
Yeah, it must have been good. It must have been good because I do not remember it.
The Calm.
I love the Calm. Nuh-uh. The Calm is awesome. I love the Calm, the Tempest, and the Eye of the Storm. You got to listen to them in that order, by the way. There's no other way to listen to them. You got to listen to all three in that order. The Calm, the Tempest, and Eye of the Storm. Does anybody know who Creature Feature is? I don't know who that is. I love Mr. Bungle. Mr. Bungle's pretty tight. Mr. Bungle is pretty fucking tight. All right, y'all. Slipknot diet. Mushroom Head is a Slipknot diet, Cherry Pie said.
Yeah. That's
Ghostman versus Suicide Boys. That's an interesting question.
Suicide Boys.
That's tough for me. I probably fuck with more Suicide Boys shit just because there's more of a catalog that I know I fuck with. I fuck with Ghostman shit pretty heavy though. Yeah, I think there's more versatility with Suicide Boys too. I think we need to talk about how good the Bizarre Bizarre double album is. Facts.
Isn't that what both my favorite songs are?
Mm-hmm. Bizarre Bizarre is my favorite non-Joker's card project. If Bizarre Bizarre was a Joker's card, it would be my favorite Joker's card. I love Bizarre Bizarre. Bizarre Bizarre might be my favorite ICP albums. I think they are. I think Bizarre Bizarre are my favorite ICP albums. But if you're asking me what my favorite Joker's card is, that's a changing question. That changes based on how I'm feeling that day. I got you on the Underground Hustlin', the one with Ritz. I am on the Underground Hustlin'. I am on that one. That's facts. That's a rare Humble Among artifact, by the way. That's a rare collectible, as Little B would say. Mm-hmm. All right, we just chilling. I think we're just chilling.
What's your favorite part this year at the gathering?
I had a really good time during Mikey Clark.
Yeah, that was freaking dope.
There was just seeing ICP is always fun, man. I always have a good time just seeing ICP. But Mikey Clark being at the Jukebox show was really good too. Mikey Clark set and Mikey Clark at the Jukebox show. Just chilling with the homies was really dope too.
Yeah.
Laughing at Stoney. Honestly, one of the highlights of my gathering is still laughing at Stoney. Laughing at Stoney telling everyone who walked by the camp that they need to watch out because people have been shitting right there where you're about to walk. So you need to watch out because there's real human shit right there.
So good.
And the different ways he would say it to different people based off of, like, in the moment, how he felt on saying it. God, that shit was funny. Stoney does say, by the way, Wizard of the Hood is the best non-Joker's card. Really good storytelling on that shit. All right, I think I'm running out of brain juice, y'all. I think I gotta call this a night. Thank you as always for the support in the stream. Shouts out to the one troll who attempted to get me in trouble here by putting their piece in the chat as their avatar. But I think because their piece was so small on the screen, we'll be okay. I think we'll be okay. But yeah, shouts out to that motherfucker. That was one of the strongest trolls we've had in a while. And I did make a joke. I forget who made this joke. Someone said that I should call this episode like Humble Among Area 51 because it's like HABS 51 or some shit. And I was like, oh man, that's not a bad pitch. But here's the thing. Maybe I'll get rated on this one, like Area 51. And sure enough, I did have a weirdo come in here and try to raid us. But shouts out to that motherfucker. Yeah.
Love y'all.
Definitely made it interesting. I love y'all. Whoop whoop. I'm fucking so tired now.
We're gonna go watch Taffy Taff.
We're gonna go watch fucking Bar Rescue. We are in the 4th season of Bar Rescue, by the way. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Shouts out to Darby O'Trill for tuning in. Shouts out to fucking Hatchet Man Project for tuning in tonight. Darby definitely added a lot to the fucking chat. We got to get Darby on here. One of the things we talked at the gathering was getting Darby on here, not to talk about his music, not to talk about anything related to his music necessarily, just to talk jug shit, just on some fan shit. And so I think we're going to do that with Darby in the future because I'm going to do some more interviews and shit. Anyway, I love y'all. I'm going to try really hard to do this Slim Shady LP, goddammit, Slim Shady LP review and Pug Ugly review, Stale Wind review. I'm going to do some more review videos for y'all this week. Humble Among Live, Keen Music Fest, September 3rd. Come out for that shit.
It's probably not a ghost. It's probably my vape smoke.
Yeah, it's the various smokes we got in here. But it could be a ghost. Anyway, I love y'all. Thank you for tuning in, all of y'all. I really appreciate everybody who tunes in. It makes this shit popping because if it wasn't for y'all, I wouldn't be encouraged to keep doing this shit. I love y'all. Whoop, whoop. Peace. I love you. End broadcast. Let's do the freezing face thing again.
Poop, poop.
End broadcast.